Hey everybody, how's it going? We are here with a general and timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing that you've been waiting on something. I'm seeing also that someone's going to be reaching out to you. I'm seeing Pisces. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups. This can be somebody that you're connecting with. There can also be something going on, like, to have the Knight of Cups and to also have the Moon there, like, somebody may not be, something about someone's feelings, it doesn't just have to be feelings, but something that someone wants to communicate is sort of concealed right now. Can definitely be the energy. I'm seeing that something not going, I feel like I'm getting so tripped up on the words. Something not going in the way that you want to is actually going to be the catalyst for change in a very important way. Okay, we got that? Maybe you feel like something's tripping you up. Enough that you want to look into it. Yeah, I'm seeing something happened and you may feel hurt. And I'm actually seeing you put a pause on things for now. You, like, want time to think about it. I'm seeing this be, like, a really healthy response because you're in a moment where, like, something maybe didn't go how you wanted to, or you felt hurt by something, or you felt disappointed by something, or, I don't know, this could have brought up, like, wounding or pain, trauma, something like that for you. Maybe could have felt like also somebody was not thinking of your feelings within a situation as well. It seems like the best thing for you to do right now is to sort of take this into your corner of the room and reflect on it. I'm seeing your guys be like, don't look away from this. It's definitely something that you want to look into. You want to analyze it. You want to process it. It's kind of like understanding. To have the Judgment card here, it's like, I want to understand, like, why I felt hurt by this. I want to understand what that's bringing up for me. And I need my space to sort of think about this and to process it. So rather than being reactive, it's like I'm recognizing that I'm feeling this way, and I recognize that, like, my feelings are my responsibility, and I'm going to do what I need to do with this to process it and to understand it. Also, you could have Pisces placements too. I'm also looking at Aquarius. I'm looking at Leo. I'm looking at Pluto, Scorpio. I'm seeing, like, when you reconnect with yourself, I'm seeing you feel very much in your power and in your purpose, but it may take you sort of secluding yourself in order to feel this. Like, those of you that, like, the ruler of your ascendant is in your 12th house, or you have a lot of 12th house placements or particular 12th house placements, you're definitely going to feel this. Like, it may feel really intense to be out in the world sometimes and interacting with other people, even in small ways. And also those of you that have Pisces placements too, to be included in all of that. You experiencing things and then, like, taking it back to the home base where you feel safe and comfortable to sort of analyze and, like, pick through everything and understand it is going to be really, really important to your spiritual and psychological growth. Seeing you definitely, like, wrestling around with how you feel, especially because, like, when we experience pain, right, there can be this immediate reaction of, ooh, that's pain, I'm gonna run away from it. I'm seeing you feel conflicted because this is somebody that you feel close with. So that's what challenges this. Like, the connection that you feel with this person creates a challenging environment because you're sort of faced forced to face something head on that maybe otherwise, if you didn't have a special connection with this person in the way that you do, you may have been like, I'm out, like, see you later, I'm not coming back, like one of those situations. Especially those of you that have the Aquarius placements. You know, it's like one time's enough, like you showed me everything I need to see, I can get out of here now. And I'm seeing this may actually pull up some things for you where you may feel a little bit guarded. You may feel protective of yourself. You may take this as an opportunity to sort of understand your boundaries better and then be able to communicate them with this person. I'm definitely seeing this go on between you and another person. It's not just you alone here. Somebody else is definitely involved, and it's somebody you have a close connection with too. You've known each other for a long, long time. This is like an ancient energy, the way that this is coming through. Some of you may feel like you're from the same... We're going to get galactic here for a second. Some of you guys may feel like you're from the same star family as this person. Like there's something about... something like ingrained in the core soul of this individual that really resonates with you, that you see as being very familiar. So even if you're just getting, I'm getting ringing in my ears, 645 was on the time when I looked up. If you look up the angel number, that can give you more insight. Also 646. So 647 as well. So the thing is with this person is that, like, regardless of how long you've known them in this lifetime, this is somebody that you have a deep sense of familiar history with on a soul level. So this doesn't just mean in a worldly way. This means like in a spiritual way. You have a deep spiritual connection with this person. I'm seeing a very, very sweet connection. Like they almost bring something about within you, activate something from within you that feels, it feels very sentimental and nostalgic, your connection with them. Almost like, you know, when you're young and you have a crush on somebody, or you feel love for somebody, or it's like your first relationship, or like when you're young and you still like love the romance and all of that stuff, if that's something that you were into, or like the fantasy of a connection. This is reminiscent of that, like what you have with this person feels in that way. And it may be this experience that you're having currently where you feel hurt, you may feel like that's really challenging this like fantasy that you have of this connection with this person. And so I'm actually seeing this be a good thing, because it's kind of like grounding you in the reality of you can have a really amazing connection with somebody and you can still feel hurt and you can still work it out with them, because it does seem like something here needs to be worked out. And it's going to help you analyze and understand this relationship better than you had been. And it's also going to help you understand your past and why it's led you to where you are right now. So I'm definitely seeing something that has become somewhat of a spiritual mission for you. That seems like it now connects another person. However, I'm seeing a lot of self-learning that you're doing, self-remembering that you're doing through this process. It's like somebody that's bringing you back home to you. And that's beautiful, because this connection that you have with this person, it's somebody that really shows you a mirrored reflection of who you are. A choice needs to be made about what you feel like is the true right path for you to be moving forward within this situation. Something about what's happened with this person already is definitely coming into play here. Like your experiences that you've had somehow have something to do with this decision that needs to be made. Or like seeing something that needs to be seen. This can also be admitting something that needs to be admitted to. Definitely teaching you emotional restraint for sure. Like, I'm hearing 3 of Hearts. This 3 of Swords and the 5 of Wands is something that, like, you may have a very visceral reaction when this happens of, like, that's really pulling something out of me. Like, pulling something from the depth of your heart forward, but it's something that feels very jagged and uncomfortable coming up, where you're like, oh, I feel repulsed by the way that I feel right now. But it's something that it's like really good grist for the mill as you're moving through this emotionally. And I'm seeing it's definitely giving you more and more insight into yourself and also the relationship that you have with this person. I'm seeing like your patience really be tested here, like your ability to regulate your emotions really be tested here as well, and see like what are you going to do with that? What are you going to make of that? I'm seeing you be so actively transmuting energy, and I'm seeing you get really, really grounded. I'm seeing you potentially feel like hurt / triggered. I'm seeing you be in a space where you're transmuting the energy, and then I'm also seeing you be like, I'm not going to like communicate, or I'm not going to manifest, I'm not going to like say anything further until I feel like I'm in a grounded space. And then I'm seeing you sort of like resume once you feel like you've regulated in the way that you need to, like to a level of satisfaction for yourself where you feel like you're ready to go again. Something so challenging is popping up for you. I'm seeing the Devil and the 7 of Swords. I'm seeing the Devil as being like old, repetitive behaviors or patterns or habits that like you've been within before in the past, where you're like, that is not healthy. That's not something that I want to like recreate again. I'm looking at Pluto, Mercury, Capricorn, and Aquarius here. There's something here that you have an awareness of, like, if I sink into that, if I blur the lines here, this is going to be me sabotaging the, like, healthiness that I'm trying to create within my life. But something very, very tempting is entering the scene, and I'm seeing you. It's just so, like, gloriously difficult for you, but I'm not seeing it be something that you can't handle. I'm seeing you definitely be able to handle yourself here. But you have to make a decision, like, am I going to sabotage something, or am I going to rise above? And I'm seeing that totally be the challenge here. I'm seeing something again about like a conversation between you and another person. You have the option, and you also have the self-awareness, because I'm seeing this part of you be aware that you are either going to like go back dancing into the dark with your shadow, or you are going to use this as an opportunity to transcend like old karmic patterns that you are releasing. But it's definitely, this is not going to be an easy situation. To have the Devil here, this is something that, like, if anything could trip you up, it's this exact thing. And so this is going to be like your personal, like a really, really big challenge for you personally when it comes to your diplomacy, your self-control, your self-understanding, analysis, your impulse control as well, your like self-destruction or tendency to self-destruct, to recreate. It seems also like you may be sort of dissecting where you want things to go within your connection with this person and what you're trying to create. And I'm seeing you take a break from something only because you're like, put a pause on it. It may not be a break. This can be you like going to bed early or something like that, where you're like, I feel overstimulated. I need time to kind of unwind. I'm seeing you pull back because you're like, I don't want things to get how I've seen them get before, and I know better. So I'm seeing you, whatever this like attachment is that's building, whatever this illusion is, because Devil can be you like falling blindly into something that you've done before. But again, I'm seeing there be this space where it's like, I can pause, I can put a pause. I cannot make this worse. I don't have to fall into this. I can do something that pulls my energy back out of it, because I don't want to repeat old karmic patterns where I feel like I get stuck in the matrix again. I've been there. I've done that. Got the t-shirt, all of that stuff. I don't need to ride that roller coaster again. And I'm seeing you, like, there's so much self-remembering and knowledge here that you're holding within you. But I'm seeing it again be like, you have the choice. Like, you can fall into old karmic patterns again. They may be the easier thing to do, not in the long term, in this moment right now. But, like, is that actually what you want to do? And I'm seeing there be, fortunately, unfortunately, it's like ignorance is not bliss within this situation. You're in a space where you're like, if I make this decision, I'm actively choosing to self-sabotage here. And I'm seeing that now. So I'm seeing this become very obvious. And again, I'm seeing it have to do with like a message. It has to do with you communicating with someone. And maybe what it is that you're sharing as well. Your guides are saying to make moves intuitively and to also use your discernment and protect your energy. Because I'm seeing there's going to be like more and more awareness that you gain as you move through this. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.